Good morning, it's Stud Muffin 1986. Welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz, and if you go into the game right now, you'll see that the T-34-3 is now available in the store for purchase. The medium tank, Chinese Tier 8 premium tank, is a tank I do own. I do have a replay for you. Um, nothing too special, but I think it'll definitely get the point across. Just trying to get this video out here this morning and just something for you guys. And just hopefully be able to help you guys make your decision as well. But honestly, all in all, like my opinion about the tank, it's not a bad tank. There are some things that are quite impressive about the tank that did stand out. However, I did compare it to other similar tanks, either that have come in the store previously and most likely will come out again in the store, or I'm also comparing it to the T-34-2, which is in the Chinese tech tree line as well as a Tier 8 medium. So hopefully to give you guys just a well-roundabout review of this tank. The thing about it that does make it a little fun, so when you go in and look at this thing, this tank has a 400 damage cannon on average, 500 alpha. The cannon isn't too bad. What you're looking at is a little bit of on the lower DPM side, unfortunately, compared to others, which you do have to be a little careful of, because if you do get yourself in a position where you are in a complete brawl, you could get out DPM'd. The reload on this thing does feel like it does take a decent amount of time, which can hurt you a little bit. So you do want to be careful of that and making sure you are playing the distance card a little bit and you do have cover and protection. The cannon is basically the exact same thing as what's in the tech tree line. With the T-34-2 Chinese Tier 8 medium tank, there's no difference if you get the 400 damage cannon with that. There is some slight differences, however, when you do look at the accuracy. This is where it's impressive. It has an aim time of 1 second. That is very incredible. You're going to see that take place in the replay on how fast that aim circle narrows down and gets accurate. You do have to be at a standstill to get that complete fast, but you don't have to stop for very long to get that aiming circle down all the way, which is really nice. On the T-34-2, it is a little different. So the T-34-3 is slightly better in that area. Now, when you go in and you look at the speed and maneuverability of this thing, it's fair. I would say it honestly is not too bad. It does feel like a lot better than the Type 59 Patton, for sure, when looking at the engine power to weight ratio. That tank is a bit too slow in my opinion and a little painful to drive. This one, I don't feel that a whole lot. It does have a better engine power to weight ratio than the Type 59. However, against the T-34-2, that one is slightly better. So you are going to have more maneuverability with the one in the tech tree line compared to this one. But it doesn't feel too bad. Now, when it comes down to its armor, that's one thing you do have to be a little careful of. The hull of this tank, you're not going to honestly be able to rely on it a whole lot. Like, I don't think when I get into a situation when I'm having to rely on my hull armor, I don't think I'm able to bounce very much, if at all, off the hull of this thing. From the turret perspective, it does have a fairly good turret from the front, but if you're facing some Tier 8 TDs, or Tier 9 especially, that's where you're going to get yourself in trouble. You can't rely on your turret that much, and you do have to be a little careful as you have those top cupolas on, and that's one thing you will get hit if you're still a little bit too long, and that's really all the enemy has to aim at. I have gotten hit on the top there. It's not very common. So that is like some things you want to be careful of. You are a little stronger when you are on a bit of a slope and you've got your cannon pointed down. You're good against mediums. Other heavies and destroyers, not so much. Your turret is decent. The other thing I forgot to mention about the cannon with this tank is you only have 5 degrees of gun depression, which honestly is not a whole lot to play with. You're gonna find yourself in situations where that can be frustrating, and the way to play with this is much more on flatter ground or rolling around in like trenched areas where your hull can be protected enough, but you're just able to expose your turret and your cannon to be able to get those shots. So we'll go into a replay here. I don't think it's too bad of a tank. Honestly, compared to the tech tree version, you can make your decision. I don't have the tech tree version tank, and there were some things I actually didn't even know until I came across and I was looking at these stats, and now looking at it, I don't know, like the tech tree version, I mean, that may be a little more worth going after, but I don't know. I mean, it's your call. Like, after seeing the T-34-2 and how comparable it is, more maneuverable, same exact can, you can probably get a better feel for that tank, and that tank may actually perform a little better than the T-34-3. Not to mention with the T-34-2, you do have better turret armor, which in this thing you're definitely going to want to be relying on that more, and you have less hull armor in the 2, but in the 3, I'm not even I'm not really blocking any rounds with my hull armor that much anyway. So anyway, Stud Muffin 1986 here. I got a replay for you guys. Nothing spectacular, but I think it'll get the point across, and hopefully we'll be able to help you guys out. You guys take care and keep tanking.
目标。